Hiya, welcome back. Good morning and welcome to our last full day here in Orlando. So this morning our first plan is to head out for brunch somewhere. We're thinking maybe, I don't know, maybe First Watch, maybe somewhere else. I don't know, haven't quite decided yet, but we'll let you know. And then after that, I think we're going to pop to Celebration after we've been to the outlets, because Dave wanted to have a look in UGG to see if he could pick up any slippers, because he's got 4 more, because I got some the other day and I think he might like them too. So we're going to go and have a look, see what deals they've got on, and then we'll probably head to Celebration. And then later on I do want to pop to Target, because I think on your like second from last day, your like actual last full day, you have to go to Target. Just make sure you haven't forgotten anything, see if there's anything that you would like to take home with you. So with that said, let's grab our stuff, head for the car, and we will see you at brunch. We're here, we've come to Kiki's. I don't know if you can even see that. It's a while since we've been here. Their food is nice, but I feel like they don't do like the best coffee. But yeah, it's a little bit later, so I might just get an iced coffee anyway, so we'll see. But yeah, their food is generally really good. We're just starting with an iced coffee each, and we've made our order. So I've got an English muffin, poached eggs and bacon, and there's some banana pecan pancakes. Dave's waiting for his eggs Benedict. There you go, there's Dave's eggs Benedict. He always switches out his Canadian like bacon or ham for like regular bacon, like crispy bacon. Has the home fries and the pancakes. This is what we call breakfast dessert. So you have a main course and then you have a breakfast dessert. So verdict this time on Kiki's. Again, like the food was really nice. Couldn't really complain at all about the food. It was very nice. However, again, the coffee, it's not great. I do like a stronger cup of coffee. I mean, I'm not a like connoisseur or anything, but like I like a decent cup of coffee, and I always find that coffee's just very weak. So I went for an iced coffee thinking that, you know, that might be different, but the iced coffee was very weak as well. So I think their coffee's not amazing. Like there are much better coffees that you can get within like these like breakfast or brunch cafes, but their food is really nice. So not entirely sure what the plans are. Dave's just been following on behind me, and he's like dancing in the middle of the street like an idiot. Here he is. Right, yeah, not entirely sure what the plans are, because it looks like we might have like a thunderstorm in the area soon, so we're like a little bit reluctant to get out at Celebration and have a wander around if we're going to be caught in a thunderstorm. Not ideal. So we're going to like assess the situation and then we'll decide what we're doing. We're not liking the look of that sky over there. Hopefully it's not coming this way. It's like moving in the opposite direction, but who knows. So we're just sitting by the lake in Celebration, having a little chill. It's one of our favourite things to do. We just grab one of these little rocking chairs, don't we, Dave? We just have a little rock, have a little chill, enjoy the atmosphere, that ambience, and sometimes get a little ice cream or a little coffee, and sometimes just sit. So you can see they've got all of the flags up ready for the 4th of July celebrations, because it's the 4th of July next week, and they're having like a big street party event here. might have guessed, we're at Target. Dave's delighted. I'm settling Dave down into Starbucks. I'm gonna go shopping. Spent a lot of time in these home decor aisles when Aimee lived here, and she was making our first home here with Andy after she got married. Bought a lot of stuff here. They have a good selection of the Studio McGee stuff in here. It's really pretty. Oh, this shopping cart. Every single one is like rickety and horrible. They usually have quite cute cards in here as well, but the prices tend to be quite high, I think, for things like cards. We can get them a lot cheaper in the UK. These are very cute. Nice little gratitude journal, a self-care journal. Cute gifts. Love these. Only $20, pretty good deal. They also sell the actual Stanley brand in here too. $45 for the big size, the 40 ounce. We've got some dupes of the Stanley as well for $29.99. Love this aisle. I've never met a planner I didn't like. My favourite from here are the Blue Sky planners, Day Designer. This is the one I currently have, and if you like the Erin Condren, this is a good alternative and way cheaper. Also love a travel journal, and these are very cute as well. I got one of these for my parents not too long ago, not the exact same thing but something similar off Amazon. The idea is that they complete it and then they give it to you, and then you hang on to it because it has a lot of details of their life and their memories in it. Just want to show you the prices of some books in here. For example, $18.90 and $15, $12.79 paperbacks. So incredibly expensive in here. Look, $14, $20, very expensive. The Universal Threads brand is pretty good in here. There's some nice stuff. We don't get CoverGirl in the UK, and in England at least, but apparently Max Factor is the same brand. I don't know how true that is, but apparently that is a fact. I love pretty much everything from CeraVe. It's a really excellent and good value skincare brand. They actually have a really nice and well organised and well presented beauty section in this Target. The one next to Mall at Millennia, not so much. S'mores Monster, nice. You'll have seen if you watched our vlog last week, a couple of weeks ago, we got some nuts in here. What were they? Dill pickle nuts. So many cake and cookie mixes and different coffees. Bread here is terrible, full of sugar, just awful. Tastes like sweet. Don't eat it. It's bad. Fruit and veg here is also just super expensive. And things like bagged salad, very pricey compared to what we pay. So back in the car, I hope you enjoyed coming shopping in Target with me today. I always enjoy a Target shop. It's quite calm and peaceful depending on the location that you go to. This location here off the 192 tends to be fairly quiet, I think, compared to the one at Millennia. The one at Millennia tends to be a little bit busier. Neither are terrible. I mean, they're not Walmart busy. If you go to Walmart, especially the one on, what's the road called? Sand Lake, is it? No.
Turkey Lake.
Turkey Lake. Especially the one on Turkey Lake Road. It's horrific. It literally is like traumatizing. So I would advise you not to go to that location, but to be fair, most Walmarts are super busy. I do think that some things you can get cheaper at Walmart, there's no doubt about it, but it depends if you want to sacrifice the shopping experience for saving a couple of dollars here and there. Personally, I would rather go to Target and spend a couple dollars more.
Going up in the lake.
Is he? They have robots working in this hotel. Very clever robots. It's much later, it's like 8 p.m. and we're on our way over to Sapphire Falls because we're going to finish the holiday as we started it over at the Strongwater Tavern rum bar over in Sapphire Falls. The slight spanner in the works is that it's absolutely bouncing down with rain at the minute, and it's been raining for like at least like an hour or two. So we are going to see how we get on. I've got an umbrella here, so keep your fingers crossed for us that we don't get too wet. Right, we made it and we're seated. We're just having a little look at the menu, and I've just gone for a cocktail, the Queen's Retreat, and Dave's getting an Angel's Envy bourbon, and we have a guitarist tonight entertaining us over there, and out the window we have lots of torrential rain. Yeah, you can see it like bouncing off the ground. We're fine. We stayed dry. It's a literal 2-minute walk from our hotel over to here, so it was fine. Let me just show you around a little. Here we go. So here's our drinks. I mean, you've seen a glass of bourbon before, and this is my drink, the Queen's Retreat. Haven't tried it yet, so I will try it and I will let you know how it is. Okay, so I'm going to give this a try and see how it is. Yeah, it's nice. Definitely. Our food's arrived, so I'm going to try and tell you what it is with the help of Dave. This is...
That's the short rib harache.
Short rib harache. These are steak fries. They're kind of wedges. Yeah. And this is chicken polo something or other. Hold on. Hold, please.
Arroz con polo.
Arroz con polo. Chicken.
Something with chicken.
Something with
Arroz
chicken.
With chicken.
Spanish speaking people can tell me what that means. Chicken and rice. And this is the beef. Short rib. Beef. Harache.
Looks great.
It looks fantastic.
Cheese. It's got peppers, it's got arugula or rocket if you're English.
Some little oniony things, a little bit sauce.
Yeah.
And these are potato wedges.
Yeah, so
we're going to get stuck in. Well, evidently that was horrible. That was probably, the beef dish was probably the best thing we've had here, I would say. It was absolutely delicious. The goat curry is fantastic, but
it's spicy.
Yeah, it is. But I think that probably edges it. The chicken dish was really nice, but it probably could have done with some like additional sauce or something with it. But the beef dish was incredible. We're just having our drink now, having a little sip on a Prosecco, and Dave's got another, what's this? Basil Hayden, or Basil Hayden, as the American friends would say. And I've got just a Prosecco. We're at quite possibly about to get run over, but look how pretty this little water feature is outside of the Sapphire Falls Hotel. It's very, very pretty. It's actually stopped raining. It's, I think my camera's like very steamy. I'm going to flip you around because it'll make me look like I'm in soft focus, which is always good. Oh yes, I do. I look like I'm in soft focus. Let me just give it a little, there you go. Oh dear, not great. So yeah, we had a fab meal in the Strongwater Tavern. As usual, we always have fantastic food in there. The reason I was showing you this water feature is that Dave said, Dave, what did you say?
It's like the Polynesian.
He said it's just like the Polynesian. He actually said it's better than the Polynesian. I'm not sure about that. Anyway, so we have almost finished our last night, and it's kind of like a little bit bittersweet because obviously it's never fun to go home from a holiday that you're enjoying very much, but has to be, doesn't it? You know, you have to go home sometime. We can't stay here forever. So we are going to go back. We're going to finish some last minute bits and bobs of packing. In the morning we'll finalise everything, and we're going to head for brunch tomorrow and then head to the airport, but we will take you along. So this is goodbye for now, but I'll see you very, very soon. Good morning. Today is our travel home day, which I think I was saying last night, which was like a tiny little amount of time ago for you, but was a whole night for us. I was saying that it's kind of like always like a little bit bittersweet when we going home, because you're always sad to leave, but then of course it's always nice to be home as well. And obviously we will be back. We are thinking that we might be back this time next year, a little bit earlier, possibly May time. We'll see how things pan out. So I thought that I would bring you along for our travel home day. Ordinarily in the past I haven't really done much of a travel home day. I mean, I have done like the odd one or two, but often I don't really do much of a travel home day, because in the past we've been leaving here and we would have been staying with Aimee and Andy, and we would have been leaving them behind, which always wasn't like the best feeling in the world. And I was just saying to Dave last night, I think most times when I'm leaving Orlando and we're driving to the airport, I'm crying all the way to the airport in the car, because we're leaving our family behind here and we don't know when we're going to see them again, especially after COVID, when it was almost 2 years since we saw Aimee, and over 2 years since we saw Andy, because of the situation with the borders being closed. And I think that's like a trauma that is like a constant, or was like a constant thing, that was like we never know when we're going to see them again. However, that isn't the case now, because they live in England just down the road from where we do, which is fantastic. At the moment, as I've said previously in a vlog, they're in Japan. They are in Tokyo today, and they've got a few days in Tokyo Disney Sea, Tokyo Disneyland, so they're filming all of that, so that's all to look forward to. And we're like having a joke that we're having like a battle of the holiday snaps, and also when we all get back together we'll be having a look at each other's footage to see all of the adventures that each other have had, so we're really excited for that. And I'm not gonna lie, we also are excited to get back into our own bed, have a really nice cup of Yorkshire tea, thank you very much, and some toast. That's just, I don't know, like, please comment below and let me know, when you get home and you walk in that door, what are the first things that you do? The first thing that I do, kettle on, toast in the toaster, has to have Lurpak on it, and a nice cup of tea and toast, and then we have like a little nap for like 2 or 3 hours to just try and not sleep too much, but to like acclimatize ourselves to the time difference, etc. So Yes, we also have been talking about how we've missed loads of great telly. We literally like flew as the new series of House of the Dragon was starting, so we've got that to catch up on. We came away, the finale Top Chef. If you're like a long time follower of us and our Instagram, you'll know we are obsessed with Top Chef. Top Chef, if you don't know, is like a US chef competition. It's like really great chefs who are battling to be like top chef, so it's kind of like a reality show for chefs, but it's like very serious, and really excellent chefs come out of that show. One of the chefs who won an all-star version of the show actually has a restaurant here in Orlando. They're Four Flamingos, and it's amazing. We've been there. We've actually been there when he's been there, which we were like fangirling out like so bad. Like not just us, I mean Andy and Dave also love the show. Anyway, so what we're going to do now is we've got our cases all packed. We're all pretty much ready to go. A little bit earlier than our checkout time. Our checkout time is 11 in this hotel. We're going to go out and we're going to have some breakfast, have like a leisurely breakfast. We've had a message from TUI that our flight is slightly delayed by about 45 minutes. If it's only 45 minutes, that's fine. It is what it is. If it's any longer, then it starts to get a little bit depressing, but it's fine. We're gonna have some breakfast, drive to the airport, and I'm gonna check in with you along the way. So, wow, that was a lot. Come on with us while we fly home. Let's have a last look at this view before we go. So you can see over here, you can see Doctor Doom, you can see Rip Ride Rocket, Hulk over there, and over here is, we're pointing in the right place, over here you can see Velocicoaster. A little bit further over you can see the castle, Hogwarts Castle. We've got like a fantastic view here. You can see so much of the park.
Jurassic Park's building there, I think, and Kong is the one.
Yes, this one here, yeah, this, oh, hold on,
the white
this
one
here, just over the top of Sapphire Falls is Kong, and you can see a little bit of,
the front of it.
yes, yes, and also over here, if you look over here, you can actually see the Hard Rock Hotel. I don't know if you can see that. You can see Hard Rock Hotel over there. You can see the lighthouse at Islands of Adventure. You can literally like see so much. If you just sit and take it all in, you can start picking things out.
There's Dr. Seuss.
Yes.
Above Sapphire,
yes,
next to
Seuss Landing. Yep. Amazing. So there's so many things to see. And I think at night as well, when everything's lit up, you can pick things out even more. It's such a wonderful view. We have actually been in a room like a little bit higher than this. I think this is floor 6. We were on floor 8 last time, and pretty much the same view, but we were a little higher. So I think being that little bit higher as well, we had an even better view, but I mean, this is fine. Definitely not complaining about this one. If you can see Hogwarts Castle from your room, you can't complain. It actually looks way further away on camera than it is. It looks like it's much closer. It's much closer than it looks. Everything always seems so much further away when you're on camera. But yeah, there it is. It's always like sad to leave when you've got a lovely view as well. It's the last time we'll be looking at this beautiful view out of our window. Until the next time. Until the next time. I don't think I told you where we were going for breakfast. We're going back to at the diner at Dr. Phillips. We actually went here the last time we came. We've been here before on this trip, but the day that we actually left, we used to go to First Watch, but we have started coming here for some reason, not entirely sure why.
Because it's much better.
Oh, Dave says because it's much better. I mean, it is really nice. I do like it better than First Watch. I do like First Watch, but I do think it is better here.
First Watch can't cook eggs, they're always insipid.
Dave does not like First Watch eggs. He likes the eggs here. They are very good. So we're gonna we're wasting a bit of time, let's be honest. We're gonna eat, then we're gonna see what time it is, and then we're gonna just see. We'll probably have to be at the airport for about 2:30 ish, give or take. So we don't like to get there too soon because well, nobody likes an airport, and you've just got to hang around in an airport for longer. So the latest we can get there is better for us. So we're gonna just maybe get there about 2:30, but we'll see kind of what happens in the meantime. We'll just play it by ear. Here's the menu. I think I'm gonna get the veggie omelette, and Dave's obviously gonna get eggs Benedict that he always gets. And we've got 2 coffees here. The coffee here is really good. We have our food. I've got the veggie omelette with the what they're called, home fries, potatoes. They're like house potatoes. And Dave has the eggs Benedict. Yum. So another really good breakfast at the diner. We are now jumping in the car. It's getting very, very hot right now. So we're going to jump in the car, get that air conditioning hiked up, and we're going to drive up to the airport now. We are a little bit early, so I think we might like stop somewhere in Melbourne and just get out and grab a coffee before we head into the airport and check in. I don't know if I actually like specifically mentioned that we're flying from Melbourne Airport. They call it Melbourne Orlando International Airport. It's like literally nowhere near Orlando. It's an hour and a half away. We always find the best route to take. The quickest route is the 528. So we just head up the 528 and then you join the, what's the road called, Dave? Dave knows this.
I think it's the I-75.
I-75? 95? 95. I think it's I-95. I'll write it in here. And that's pretty much how we found that is the best way to go. We have travelled to and from Melbourne Airport quite a few times now, and we find that's the best. The 528 is a toll road, and there are, I think, 3 or 4 tolls on it, but they're not a lot. Like, they're a couple of dollars. Some of them are less, some of them are a tiny bit more, but for the fact that it's just a much quieter road, we just find it like a little bit less hectic than going the like non-toll routes that are a lot busier. The other thing that I wanted to say about travelling from Melbourne Airport is that I know that it is like an hour and 15 to like an hour and 30 depending on traffic, so it is a lot further than flying into Orlando International Airport. We have flown in and out of Orlando International Airport quite a few times as well, and prior to TUI being at Melbourne, we did Sanford Airport quite a few times again, because they fly from Newcastle. We do prefer to go from Newcastle because it's not far from home. However, although it is longer to get to initially Sanford and now Melbourne, it takes longer, we find that the airport experience itself is much nicer. It's because it's a smaller airport, there are less people, there are less flights going out, usually less chance of like big delays, although we have had some reasonable sized delays travelling from Melbourne in the past. But I do think that the whole experience is a lot less hectic at Melbourne Airport. Our experiences in the past of Orlando International haven't been the best. So although it can be like a little bit frustrating, because on the 528 you've got to like pretty much drive past Orlando International Airport and you're like, oh hell, like I've got like another hour to go. I believe that it's worth it because it's just a lot less stressful experience flying from the smaller airport. When we've flown into Orlando International, we've had situations where we've had to wait a long time to get through immigration. Now at Melbourne, we have never had to wait. We pretty much have flown through each time, and you've got your hire car and you're on the road within probably an hour of you, I mean sometimes less than that, but you know, within an hour of you landing. That's not been our experience at Orlando International, where we've had to wait an awful lot longer than that. And when you've been on a long flight, you don't want that. It's very tiring. Especially if you've got children. The kids are really bored, they're really tired, and it's very, very stressful. So I know that like some people get a little bit put off by the fact that they're not flying into Orlando International, but I would say don't be, because in our experience it's been really good. We just popped into a McDonald's in Melbourne so we can grab a little iced coffee before we head to the airport. Parking and rental car return left lane.
It's parking, which we're doing.
Yeah. Rental car, okay, so hold on. Lot A. Lot A, that's what we want. Lot A. Goodbye car. Hello airport and cases. Literally nobody at the check-in, so we are dropping our hire car keys and then we're going to head through security. Look how quiet this airport is. It is just so quiet. It's insane. This is what I plaster all over my face when we fly. You can see this as well, love. This is new, that eye cream. The food came. It doesn't look all that appetizing. It's like chicken, meatballs. This is a kale salad that tastes like nothing, has no taste. Cheese, some crackers, and this sea salt caramel brown. Just picked our keys up at the meet and greet parking, and we're going to pick our car up from down here now. And we are on our way home. So we had a decent enough flight. We landed at 7 AM, which was about an hour and a half later than we should have landed because we were a little bit delayed leaving. And we drove out of the airport at 7:30, so from landing to going through immigration to getting our cases and getting to the car, it's been 30 minutes, which is great, I think, perfect. So we're heading home. It's around about, well, it's a Sunday morning, probably 30 to 40 minutes drive home, and then we will just be able to relax and, as I mentioned earlier, have our toast and our cup of Yorkshire tea. So thank you for watching these Florida vlogs. We really do hope that you've enjoyed them. There's lots more things to come on this channel. There are also, as well as our Florida vlogs, I'm not entirely sure how things are going to be posted, but we've also got Aimee's Japan vlogs as well. So we really do hope that you're enjoying the videos, and thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe and leave a comment. Let us know, are you going on holiday soon? Are you going to Florida? Where are you going? Leave us a comment, let us know. We love to get your comments, and we try to answer every comment that we get. So once again, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.